It's November 1966, West Virginia. Two young couples are driving past an old abandoned bomb factory at night because that's a totally normal date spot. Then they see it, standing in the dark, 7 feet tall, two enormous wings and two glowing red eyes locked right onto them. They floor it. It follows them at 100 miles an hour. Welcome to the Horror Hub. Today's monster, the Mothman. Our story takes place in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, a small, quiet town, population not many, number of terrifying flying birdmen, at least one. The Mothman is what we call a cryptid, a creature tons of people swear they've seen, but science hasn't officially signed off on. Think Bigfoot. Think the Loch Ness Monster. Now give it wings, glowing red eyes, and a really bad attitude. It starts. Roger and Linda Scarberry and Steve and Mary Millette were driving past a spot the locals call the TNT Area. It's an old World War II munitions plant full of abandoned tunnels, weird domes, and leftover chemicals. Very cozy. Great vibes. In the dark, they spotted a shape. Tall as a man, but wrong. Deeply, deeply wrong. It had two wings folded against its back, and where its face should be, just two huge red eyes, glowing like bike reflectors, about 6 inches apart. Okay, let's build this thing piece by piece. Body shaped like a man, check. 10-foot wingspan, check. Grayish, leathery skin, check. And here's the worst part. Barely any head. The eyes sat down near its shoulders and chest. Witnesses said the moment you saw those eyes, you couldn't look away, even though every part of you wanted to. The chase. The couples did the only reasonable thing. They screamed and drove. And the Mothman? It spread its wings and took off after them. It kept up easily, flying, not even flapping, just gliding behind the car. And it was making a sound, a high, screeching squeak, like a giant mouse. A giant, flying, screaming mouse, chasing your car. Sweet dreams. They made it into town and told the police. And here's the thing, the cops actually believed them, because they weren't the only ones. The town goes wild. Over the next 13 months, more than 100 people reported seeing the creature. It was spotted over cars, near the river, and always around that creepy TNT area. The local newspaper ran the story, and a writer named Mary Heyer got buried in phone calls from terrified people. Then, a writer named John Keel rolled into town to investigate, and things got so much weirder. People reported strange phone calls, bizarre lights in the sky, and mysterious men in black suits showing up telling folks to stop talking about what they saw. Keel turned it all into a famous book called The Mothman Prophecies, which later became a movie starring Richard Gere. The Curse. Now, some locals had an even older explanation, and this one's genuinely creepy. Way back in 1777, a Shawnee leader named Chief Cornstalk was murdered in Point Pleasant. Legend says that with his dying breath, he cursed the town for 200 years. For a long time, that was just a spooky story, until it stopped being one. Because here's where our story stops being fun. On December 15, 1967, during Christmas rush hour, the Silver Bridge was packed bumper to bumper with traffic. Without warning, the entire bridge collapsed into the freezing Ohio River. 46 people lost their lives. It was a real, devastating tragedy, and afterward, people noticed something chilling. After that night, the Mothman sightings basically stopped. Some believed the creature never came to hurt anyone at all. They thought it came to warn them, a harbinger of doom, a creature that appears right before disaster strikes. Legacy. Today, Point Pleasant has fully embraced its monster. There's a giant, shiny metal Mothman statue right downtown, and for some reason, they made him absolutely jacked. There's a Mothman museum, and every single year thousands of fans flood the town for the Mothman Festival. The terrifying red-eyed nightmare became the town's beloved mascot. Incredible character development. He now shows up in video games, memes, and merch everywhere. Somehow, the Mothman is an icon. So, was he a warning from beyond? An alien? A big dumb bird? Or is he still out there right now, somewhere in the West Virginia woods waiting? That one's up to you. That's it for this episode of the Horror Hub. If this creeped you out even a little, subscribe. We've got a whole lot more monsters to meet. And hey, if you're driving past an abandoned bomb factory tonight and you see two red eyes glowing in the dark, maybe don't stop to say hi.